Once the novelty of the product wears off, that's how Theobroma started.
I had an unfortunate back accident, which the doctors...
A back accident?
Yes, that's correct.
What is the perfect way to start or end your day? A brownie or a brownie from Theobroma? But can you imagine the story this amazing brownie carries with itself? Hi, I'm Hiral and welcome to episode 8 of Beyond the Idea. Today we're talking about the amazing story behind Theobroma, a bakery and a patisserie brand that started out from a single shop in Colaba and has now expanded to over a business of 3,500 crores.
Sort of ironed out the creases and decided we'll give it a shot. And we started a small neighborhood cafe, and that's how Theobroma started.
In this video, we will learn how did they go from just an idea to complete execution of this bakery plan? How did they achieve the same taste across so many outlets? How did they scale? And why did they hire an external CEO after being in this business for more than 10 years and doing it all by themselves? Let's get down to finding the recipe for this beautiful bakery business that everyone has been loving so much. Theobroma is not only a household name, but it has redefined the way Indians look at premium desserts. In India, one of the largest producers and consumers of baked goods has historically focused on basics, bread and biscuits. But with brands like Theobroma leading the way, the premium bakery market has started booming. However, only a few years ago, such high quality options were limited to exclusive hotel patisseries. It was in this gap that Theobroma entered, paving the way for a new kind of patisserie experience in India, where international standards of taste and quality were made accessible to all. Back in 2004, Mumbai's bakery scene did not have much to offer in terms of premium European style desserts. The landscape was limited and there were hardly any focus on quality of ingredients or sophisticated flavors. The Messman sisters, Kenaz and Tina, saw an opportunity to fill this void. The brand's journey began when Kenaz, a trained pastry chef from Le Cordon Bleu in London, suffered a back injury that led her to leave her job at Oberoi Udaivilas.
A back accident where, my spine had given way, and so the doctors at that point told me that I couldn't be a chef anymore.
Little did she know that the setback would soon lead her and her family to start something so special, a little bakery called Theobroma. Their vision was to introduce European style brownies and desserts to India, making premium baked goods accessible to all. The sisters, along with the support of their father Farokh, decided to launch Theobroma with an initial investment of 1.5 crores. Their first big decision, the location. They chose Colaba Causeway in Mumbai, a bustling area close to their home and their grandmother's flat, which would become their kitchen. The location was convenient with a good footfall, making it the perfect spot for their modest bakery. Half of the budget was allocated to securing the space, while the rest went towards essential bakery equipment. With a single outlet, they took their first step in the world of entrepreneurship. Theobroma positioned itself as an accessible yet premium bakery that offered high-quality European-style desserts at prices lower than those found in 5-star hotels, but higher than local bakeries. They sought to fill a noticeable gap in the market for authentic gourmet desserts in a casual, welcoming environment. The bakery's physical space was warm and inviting, designed to create a cozy atmosphere where people felt comfortable lounging and enjoying their treats. This friendly yet premium experience helped position Theobroma as the go-to spot for customers seeking both quality and value. Theobroma focused on a loyal customer base. For the first 6 years, they operated out of a single outlet, which allowed them to refine their offerings and develop a deep connection with their customers. The brand's reputation grew largely by word of mouth as customers were drawn to the novelty and high quality of Theobroma's baked goods.
Once the novelty of the product wears off, it's very important that you focus on quality to stay relevant, for people to come back to you.
This early focus on quality, authenticity, and customer satisfaction laid the foundation for the brand's premium image and helped pave the way for its future expansion. In the early days, Theobroma struggled to grow from a small home business into a successful retail store. Big challenge was the need for more money to hire skilled people. Without the support of a large company, they had to manage the tough retail business with limited experience. The Messman sisters struggled to find capital for expansion. They relied on a personal investment from their father to open the first outlet. But as demand grew, they required more capital. This limited their ability to grow quickly and bring their products to a larger audience. Operating out of a single compact bakery in Colaba, Theobroma faced layout and workflow issues. The limited space made it challenging for the staff to move around efficiently. And soon they realized that what seemed practical on paper didn't quite work well in reality. They soon realized that a retail business requires much more than just a great product. It demands a well-stocked, carefully managed environment to attract and retain customers. Theobroma was committed to using high-quality ingredients, which involved a considerable expense. Ensuring consistent quality across batches while keeping costs manageable was a challenge. They also had to establish strict inventory management practices to prevent wastage and maintain the premium standards. At the same time, premium European-style bakeries were rare outside luxury hotels. Introducing customers to this new category and justifying the higher price point for quality desserts required effective positioning with customer education and posed an initial barrier to rapid growth. In 2013, as Theobroma faced the challenge of setting down clear processes and maintaining consistent standards across its 5 outlets in Mumbai, Tina Messman chose to bring in an external CEO. This move marked a significant shift in the company's journey and organizational structure. While Kenas had been deeply involved in every aspect of the business, from product development to daily operations, the demands of an expanding brand were evolving. By bringing in a new CEO, Tina wanted to professionalize its leadership, allowing the company to scale efficiently while upholding the quality and vision that they had defined the brand since its inception. Now, the decision to hire an external CEO was not an easy one. For any founder, entrusting anybody else with the brand they built from scratch is a complex and emotional process. For Tina as well, it was a year-long effort to convince her father to entrust the leadership of their family business to an outsider. And well, the candidate in question was Cyrus Shroff, a friend from their training days at KPMG, whose expertise could bring that operational rigor that Theobroma needed. Though the family hesitated initially, Tina recognized that Shroff's experience would be invaluable in standardizing the processes and ensuring consistency across the growing locations. The transition was essential, but it required patience and trust to align the family's vision with professional management. Theobroma had prioritized the quality of its ingredients since day one. They refused to cut down costs, choosing to use real high-quality chocolate instead of cheaper compounds made with vegetable fat. This commitment to quality meant higher ingredient costs, but it made all the difference in delivering a premium experience. With over 1,000 ingredients on their menu, managing raw materials in real time became crucial. Implementing precise inventory and recipe management systems allowed them to ensure consistency, reduce wastage, and track every gram of the product used. As orders started flowing in, particularly for large events, they introduced a system that would align all operations by simply pinning orders in advance. This not only streamlined the process, but also helped them cut down wastage by 50% while aiming to boost profit margins by 25% over the next 2 years. As Theobroma expanded further, maintaining consistent quality and taste across multiple locations became a real challenge for them. With new outlets opening across big cities, the brand faced the risk of taste variations due to differences in local suppliers, environmental factors, and even staff skills in each city. To maintain quality as they expanded, Theobroma adopted a central kitchen model. This model allowed them to produce most of their items in a centralized hub and send them out to various outlets. While certain menu items were assembled fresh in stores, the central kitchen ensured that the taste and quality remained consistent across all locations. The central kitchen model was a game changer, enabling Theobroma to scale up without compromising the customer experience. To further maintain consistency, Theobroma started using standardized recipes and closely monitored stock and ingredient quality. Their inventory management systems allowed them to track ingredient quality and usage in real time, reducing the risk of quality fluctuations. In addition to this, Theobroma also invested in training programs for their staff, ensuring that every baker and kitchen worker understood and upheld the brand standards. By keeping a consistent approach to recipes and ingredient sourcing paired with centralized production and robust training, Theobroma successfully retained the taste and quality, even as they expanded to over 150 stores in FY 2023. This focus on quality control became a crucial factor in their reputation as a premium bakery brand across India. As they grew, Theobroma started facing competition in the market. Today, their competitors include regional players like Zed the Baker, which operates a 12,000 square foot facility in Bangalore to supply 50 stores in the area. There's also Flurries, a nearly 100-year-old Swiss bakery from Kolkata with 68 stores, mainly in Kolkata, Delhi and Mumbai. Additionally, Smoor, backed by Rebel Foods, is expanding rapidly with a cloud kitchen model, aiming for a top-line revenue of 800 crores by 2028. Despite these competitors, Theobroma stands out as a pioneer in the premium bakery market thanks to its consistent quality and customer loyalty. Now, funding was crucial to Theobroma's growth journey as it expanded across India. For the first 10 years, they faced challenges in securing capital. But in 2014, they managed to obtain a 5 crore business loan. Theobroma invested in expanding to high-traffic metro locations to attract millennials and urban professionals who enjoy premium desserts. They carefully chose bustling areas and commercial hubs with heavy footfall, making the outlets easy to access. The locations were also close to business districts, shopping centers, and upscale residential areas, ensuring they were near the key audience. By positioning themselves next to cafes, restaurants, and entertainment spots, they created a synergistic environment that appealed to dessert lovers. With prominent street-facing outlets and ample signage, Theobroma boosted brand visibility. This strategic site selection allowed Theobroma to strategically reach and serve their desired customer base, contributing to successful expansion across metro cities. In 2017, Theobroma got a major boost from ICICI Ventures, who invested $20 million for a 42% stake in the company. By 2019, ICICI's stake had increased to 46% with a total investment of 120 crore rupees, which helped Theobroma scale at an impressive rate. They have expanded to over 255 outlets across major cities like Mumbai, Pune, Delhi, Hyderabad and Bengaluru, and are generating a remarkable 350 plus crore revenue as per FY 2023. By the way, ICICI's 120 crore investment has now turned around to give them massive returns of a staggering 1600 crores. Isn't that crazy? Theobroma's presence is now nationwide, where they hold a 21% market share with a significant footprint across metros and a strong online delivery network, capturing a substantial portion of India's premium bakery market, which is valued at $12.6 billion today. Today, Theobroma's success continues to build on a solid foundation of quality. So much so that Theobroma spends around a staggering 33% of its revenue on high ingredient costs, 25% on substantial operational expenses, and there is also additional fees from Zomato and Swiggy. These factors leave them with a profit margin of around 7-10%. Looking towards the future, Theobroma's growth story is set to reach a new chapter. Reports indicate that both ICICI Venture and Messman family are exploring their options to sell a controlling stake in the company, valuing it at around 3,500 crore today. The talks about its acquisition are going on. Chris Capital is most likely to acquire Theobroma.
Private equity firm Chris Capital has submitted a binding bid to back its proposal to acquire patisserie and bakery store chain Theobroma.
This could be one of the biggest exits in such kind of a business. In a little under 2 decades, Theobroma has gone from a single outlet in Colaba to a household name with over 5 lakh loyal customers and a pioneering approach to premium desserts in India. Their commitment to quality, the innovative central kitchen model, and strategic expansion has contributed to their remarkable journey, one that contributes to inspire both bakers and entrepreneurs alike. The Theobroma story tells us that scaling up a business is much about evolving one's mindset, as it is about expanding operations. Growth involves not only a readiness to embrace new ideas, but also the courage to let go of old methods that may not necessarily be serving your business anymore. This journey required them to unlearn some initial habits and practices, making room for new approaches that would support Theobroma's long-term growth. Through clarity, patience, and a willingness to adapt, the Messman sisters successfully navigated the complexities of scaling Theobroma, turning it into one of India's leading premium bakery brands. I hope you enjoyed today's video and gained some value from it. If you do like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and comment your thoughts below as to what do you think of the Messman sisters story. Ciao for now.